Okay, everybody, how's it going? My name is Matt Hallmark. I'm the guy who bought the $925 auction Solstice. And here where we live in Alabama, it's been very cold. This is the first day that I've had that's actually hit the 60s. So we decided to put the top down. And I just want to give you guys a quick little inspection of what the car needs and then what all I'm doing to it. So first and foremost, needs a good wash. As you can see, it's got buffing marks and some very faded clear coat all over it, which I'm hoping will buff out the majority of it, but we shall see. Again, the weird part about my Solstice is there are no window switches on the door. Someone has tried to relocate them in the center and they are missing, but I have a very easy fix for that. The wiring and the harness for the original switches are still hidden behind this door, so I'm buying another set that'll plug into and making a very long pigtail to go back over to the center so I can relocate the switches in the center. Car is actually very clean. Just needs cleaned. Like 120 something thousand miles on it. Runs like a top. One of the my biggest concerns is they must have it, I'm assuming they have it straight piped because she's very loud. At first I thought someone had just cut the catalytic converter off completely, but I don't think that's the case, because if that were the case, it would just be dumping exhaust underneath the car, and when this exhaust is going, like, it's definitely pushing out quite a lot of air. So that's probably job number one, along with the window switches, because I do smoke, so I'll need to crack my window. But probably job number one along with that is to see what kind of exhaust is currently there. If that is the case and it's just straight pipe, I'll be magnifying it, just adding a muffler to the end. Probably end up with duals. Now, this body panel, as you can see, is in good shape. However, it has gaps everywhere. So I'm thinking it may just need adjusted. I don't see any damage to this fender. We're going to find out for sure. Had to have this tire replaced in good old Hazen, Arkansas, as I had a blowout on the way home, and it's a little bit smaller tire than what's supposed to be on there, so we need to get that replaced. The fender lining has some cracks, so I will buy a new one of those. And the bumper has some slight damage, not bad enough for me to replace it. I'm going to fix it. Same with the hood here. It's very faded, and as you can see, the clear coat is peeling. Whatever does not buff out, if it just doesn't buff out, then I'm just going to wrap the hood and the trunk lid myself in black. I can get the wrap for very little, and I've actually wrapped cars before, so not a problem. The only damage I see, period, is this dent on the door, and I'm pretty sure that's going to pop out from the door panel once I take that off. So I think someone broke into this car, and you can see that that's been popped, so I'll need to get some epoxy and glue that back in place. And then everything is, all the little buttons are missing off of my car. I have the hood latch is completely gone. Whatever the other thing down there, I'm assuming the parking brake unlock, is completely gone. The trunk lid button inside my glove compartment is also gone. The AC adapter or DC adapter cigarette lighter does not work, so I'll be fixing that. The radio works and sounds great, however the LED lights do not show a display, so I'll probably switching that to touchscreen anyway. And yeah, a new rear view would be nice, as this one is cracked. But inside, very clean car, and especially for 925 bucks, driving it home from Little Rock, Arkansas to Birmingham, cannot beat it. Top is actually in pretty good shape. It's black. I'm going to start preparations for making a new soft top. I'm using tan material, and I have made soft top convertible soft tops before. I don't think this one's going to be very difficult. I've also got some modifications, some prefabricated aftermarket stuff that I'm looking to get, and then some stuff that you guys have probably never seen before that I've done on other vehicles. And once I get those things done and in place, I'll be glad to share them with you guys. And yeah, just wanted to give you a quick overview. I'll get the key in a second so I can show you how it sounds. All right, just super quick, one last bit. This is how a car currently sounds and runs. No missing, no skipping, no otherwise negative engine noises, just super loud. I know this exhaust doesn't really sound like it probably to you guys, but it's definitely pushing air. Will you step on the gas just a little bit so I can let them hear what it sounds like when you're revving it? A little too loud for my taste. So window switches, exhaust, and what the hell was the other thing I said? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, the dent. My top 3 priorities. I'll keep you guys up to date. Thank you. Okay guys, welcome back. Now that you've heard the car run, I will also do a short video soon of me running and driving it. These are a few of the mods that I know for a fact I'm going to do. I figured I'd kind of go over them with you guys. I'm very used to highly modifying and not so highly modifying vehicles. I've done several Mini Coopers, Miatas, just several different themes, and I do have an overall theme for this Solstice. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet, because I'm not exactly sure myself, honestly. But here's the few of the things that I know I'm going to do. So those window switches we had talked about, exhausts. I want to do dual exhaust with a valance that has 2 cutouts for dual exhaust. Visor storage tray. Now what do I mean by this? Well, so a lot of the vehicles that I've done before in the past have the same problem as the Solstice, which you guys owning one, I'm sure you know, there's just not enough room to put your stuff. So what I've come up with is a pretty simple method that I've done on several vehicles, and I'm probably going to do the same here. So what you do is you remove your visors completely, because in those cars, especially that car, they're pretty useless. And anyone who's removed them knows there's a single bolt hole that holds the visor in place. And then this is just a simple shelf that's made probably 4 to 6 inches wide, and then whatever the length is that you can get away with from visor to visor, with these brackets that are welded to it, and that your bolt goes into that bracket on both sides, holding it in place. And it has a lip all the way around that tray, so that when you stick your phone and your cigarettes and all your wallet and all that crap up there, it doesn't try to fall back on you. And it's very handy just for having, you know, place to stick all of your stuff. And it goes above your rear view, very close to the top. So yeah, that's one plan I know I have for it. Not to mention some possible cup holders and things. Custom door cards. Stay tuned. I write that because depending on whatever theme I go with on this car and designing it, that's going to have a lot to do with the door cards. Custom hood art, same there. Custom wheels, stay tuned. I do have an idea for the wheels, but I don't want to give it away yet, as it's pretty unique. I've done it before on other cars. Excuse me. Headlights and taillights, obviously clearing them and retrofitting them with LEDs. Custom accent LEDs that includes the interior of the car, exterior of the car. Custom puddle or slash courtesy lights. Those are the ones that shine down onto the ground once you open your door. Stay tuned for that, as I have several different ideas. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go yet. Different various engine mods. What does that mean? Well, possible supercharger. I know the big thing about these cars is a lot of people just love to stick a turbocharger on them. It's so easy to do. Generally, by stealing the parts that you need off of a GXP model. But I'm having a different thoughts, and if you guys will look at Mallet's supercharger kit they have for these, I won't be buying from them, but it'll give you a better idea of what I'm looking to do. I will be buying the pieces separately. I can get them much cheaper that way. Probably have a total of about $1,500 wrapped up in the entire kit. Cup holders. May have to drill for the cup holders in that center console area, or I also have some other ideas. Along with a phone charger holder. It's not a big deal, but it's added, so I don't forget it. Custom convertible top. Now, I know this probably sounds like a pain. I've done this before. Just ordered the canvas material, and I've actually sewn it together myself using a leather sewing kit. And yeah, if you've ever priced the soft tops for these cars, yeah, I think I'm going to go that way again. Not only does that save me a lot of money, but it gives me freedom to do whatever I want to it as far as custom work. So, just to give you an idea, at one time I made a convertible top for a Mini Cooper with tan canvas material with a black and gold Batman logo that was across the top, and it looked great when I was done. So stay tuned for that, and I'll kind of give you guys, some pointers of how to handle it. Custom air restrictor. Now, I know a lot of people have those in these cars. They say Solstice, or they have different things on them. I have a very specific idea for mine, so just stay tuned for that. Custom body kit. Now, I know this sounds like a big pain in the butt too, but I've done this before using carving foam or clay to basically mold into place what I want, and then I make either like a plastic version after the fact, or I'll actually make fiberglass version. So stay tuned for that as well, because I do like some of the body kit custom pieces I've seen on the Mallet kit that was released. At least I think it was released. I never saw a car with it actually on them, so I don't know if they were ever released or not. And then there's a couple of others that I've taken some pieces from, so that will be very interesting. Replace hood pull, e-brake pull, and trunk button. Now, again, I think all of those things were stolen out of this car. I think somebody that either knew what the parts were worth, or maybe they had a Solstice or a Sky themselves, decided to break into it and just grab these things. No idea, but they're gone. So I'll need to replace those on mine. Window tint and visors. That's the little rain guards that go around them. Yeah, pretty simple. Self-explanatory there. Custom dash trim pieces. Now, I know you can buy these pieces from our vinyl, but quite honestly, I like doing my own, whether that entails wrapping them, painting them. I've even used roll-on bed liner before, so there's several different ways to do this. Underside of hood, LEDs for engine bay, pretty self-explanatory there. And lastly, I take care of my physical disabled mother full-time, which normally just includes things like cooking, cleaning, all that sort of thing, but we do go to probably 2 to 4 doctor's appointments per year, and I do not have any trunk space for her wheelchair. I doubt it will fit in there even with the top up. So I'm planning on putting a small tow kit back on the underside, It doesn't have to be something like with a big ball and all that for towing, because obviously I'm never going to be towing anything that weighs over what her wheelchair does. So, but I do have some pretty interesting ideas for how to build this as well. So again, this is my new channel. I made it specifically for this car build, and please stay tuned and sign up for notifications so that you'll get notified of any new release videos. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.